Hello and hi, welcome to Yedidia Shofet.net and Chag Sameach. Hopefully a beautiful, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone around you. I'm going to be giving, this is a 3-part video, 3 4-minute videos. Each video, it's going to deal with what you're about to do during the Seder. Meaning you're going to have a lot of people around the table. And I want you to realize that there's a lot that's going to come out of this Seder. Meaning that this night that you're going to be together with your family, you're going to be sharing wine, you're going to be sharing your food, you're going to be sharing stories, you're going to be talking about a lot of things. It's a lot bigger than a Shabbat meal. It's a lot bigger than just sitting around by a Shabbat after 2 hours you're done. This is you're going to be with your family at least 4 hours. And especially that everyone is more involved, a lot more things are going to come out. So we have to realize that there's so much that's going to happen after the Seder. There's different bonds, there's different feelings, there's different memories that come out of this. So I want to share with you a couple of ideas when you come into the Seder that you should take along with you in order that you should have the best Pesach Seder and that you can also bring inspiration to one another. The one thing that I wanted to talk about today was the idea of tzedakah. Tzedakah is charity. And I usually give a whole question answer from the Vilna Gaon. And one question was that how can I motivate myself to give more charity? So it's very interesting how he answers this. There's the answer that you can always say that, of course, when you understand that the money that you have is not eternal, you're not going to be buried with it, you're not taking anywhere, and rather other people can get out of it, then you would give. Okay, that's one. That's one way of answering it. But the other way, which is also very relevant to Pesach, is answering that anyone who does an investment, anyone that takes their time in order to realize how important a deal is, they will see that it's not all about instant gratification, but rather it's the nurturing effect that after you give and give and give, ultimately you'll see the fruits of your labor. Just like a farmer, he works almost half the year. He doesn't see a single flower, a single bud. But until the time comes for the budding, he's just hoping and he's pushing and giving everything he has. By tzedakah, by charity, it's the same thing. You're giving and giving and giving. And like a wise investment, you'll see that ultimately there are dividends. What are these dividends? That other people, because of you, because of the money you gave, because of the time you spent with them, because of who you are, that you're a more benevolent person, you will see that in the end, people are going to actually become greater themselves. They're going to benefit out of this. So in Pesach, that you're going to be around the Seder, you're going to be around the table, you're going to be around the family. You have to also understand this point. What's the point of me trying to bring a nice story, a nice Devar Torah, words of Torah, or to actually bring a little inspiration to help the other person follow along in the Haggadah, or anything? It's to tell you the same idea, that every time that you take a moment and spend that moment on investing your time and bringing others closer to you, closer to the table, closer to their heritage, you may not see it right then as an instant gratification, but you'll never know how great of a benefit you cause them, the memories that you cause them. Those moments, those 4 hours that you're together around the table, it's going to last for a very long time. People are going to be talking about those moments around the table by Pesach. The next day they're exhausted, but they are happy that they're exhausted because they spent those moments around the table. Remember that what you're doing is giving a great benefit. When you give that tzedakah, whether you're giving that tzedakah, that charity in money, whether you're giving that tzedakah in time, whether you're giving that tzedakah, that charity in just a simple gesture, a gesture that brings inspiration to one another because you don't want to just sit there on the sidelines. All of these things are pure investments that are bound to never go negative, but rather just to be at a level where you will gain ultimately, not just in the end, but you will see the fruits of your labor because you care. And when you care, and when you show that I remember my heritage, I want to bring this beauty to yours, to your life, you will show and you will actually bring this beautiful inspiration to one another. I want to wish you a beautiful day, and God willing, I will go to the video number 2 out of this series, and I wish you a Chag Sameach.